Hey guys, James West here. Time to give you guys another book review. This one is from Michael Scott, known as The Alchemist, and it's the first book in the Secrets of the Immortal Nicholas Flamel series. And yeah, I know that's a bit of a mouthful to say just for a series term, but even so, it is a great book, a great series too. I've already read the second book in the series. I'll make another video for that, but right, just this book on its own, great story. The book focuses on two twins who get caught up in a centuries-old fight between Nicholas Flamel and Dr. John Dee. I'll explain who those two are in a sec, but honestly, this book is just really good. If you are a fantasy lover or even a mythology lover, you're gonna love this book just because this really brings in all the different elements and traits from just the whole fantasy genre and brings them beautifully into this one book. And actually, in terms of mythology, this is actually where I really gotta give credit to Michael Scott for, because he actually says this in the author's notes that every character in the book, except for the two twins, were either already established mythology figures or historical figures. So, which is where Nicholas Flamel and Dr. John Dee come in, because they actually were real people, albeit they lived centuries ago. But these are actually real people, in modern time, real historical figures in modern times. It is actually very interesting seeing that, and it is really cool seeing that, especially with different mythology elements, because you get. I'm not gonna lie, the mythological figures in this book, I've never actually heard of any of them, honestly. So is that. However, other mythological elements such as Yggdrasil, aka the World Tree, and Excalibur, you actually do see those, and those I actually am familiar with. But it's actually really cool seeing Michael Scott just bring all these different historical figures and mythological figures and just bring them into one story that, in a weird way, actually does make sense. Which is kind of difficult because, keep in mind, mythological figures, just in myth, really ranges from just culture to culture. So it could be pretty interesting. And can say, ancient Egyptian to mesh with ancient Roman. But yeah, that's actually pretty cool. So, that Michael Scott actually managed to pull that off. And just in terms of the story, the other really good thing I like about the story is just the twins, because throughout the story you're just seeing their individual reactions to being caught up in this fight. And for any of you who has ever read a story involving twins, you probably know that normally one twin's going to have a fairly different view than the other. This book kind of carries that, but not to the stark difference that you see in a lot of stories. This book, actually, the strongest reaction you get from the brother, and with him, it's obviously fearful, a little angry and distrustful towards Flamel for basically getting them into this mess. But aside from that, the main thing you see from him is just that he wants to keep his sister safe. And that's actually something that both twins actually really have in common. They just want to keep each other safe. And so it's a very good. So I think that's a very good family angle for the story. Right, and it's very interesting seeing the book play with that. Now the sister, on the other hand, her reaction is a little less evident. It's definitely there. It's just that not quite as strong as her brother. She's of course a little fearful, and all, but she really embraces the magic more than her brother, which actually does lead to a bit of a divide between them, just because she becomes because she's embracing the magic, she becomes a lot more powerful than her brother, which kind of changes the dynamic of the relationship, and actually it's very, very interesting just seeing that in the book, like seeing how the characters react to that. So yeah, it's a great book. I recommend this to all fantasy lovers, all mythology lovers. You're just gonna love this book. Until next time, this is Jim Sweat, sign off.